So consistent with other regulation and other law that's coming down, there's quite a focus that's identifiable in the consultation paper on the supply base. So not only will a central operator be required to comply themselves, but they'll have a responsibility for their supply chain as well. So from a supplier, the expectation is that if you are touching or interconnecting with the networks and information systems of your essential operator customer, you're going to be contracted into complying with this legislation. Now, similar to the DSPs or the inadvertent DSP, many of the suppliers will not be aware of this because they'll identify that it only applies to operators of critical national infrastructure. So it may come as a surprise to them when they say in their supply contracts a compliance obligation which is contractually enforced on them, although they're not immediately under the crosshairs of the Act itself or the regulation itself. The way to deal with your supply chain is that obviously you're going to be needing to check that they are compliant in the same way that you are. So do they have their adequate precautions, procedures in place? Do they have adequate protection and adequate preparation? And it may well be that we see a lot of questionnaire-based compliance obligations coming into contracts for supply chain. So I need, as an essential operator, to be able to tell my competent authority that I'm adopting a prudent attitude to the supply chain, and I can demonstrate that, or I can help demonstrate that, by requiring my suppliers to self-certify on a questionnaire every year to show up to my competent authority that those procedures are in place.